Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Nurpahud, and as always, we're going to break down IELTS Cambridge reading section IELTS 20. So let's get into it. This lesson is going to be about sentence completion task. So here we go. Here is our kākāpõ passage, and the earlier video was about true, false, not given task. And it's time to talk about one word and or a number task. So whenever you complete the tasks on IELTS, try to read the task. The task is your friend. So please try to keeping in mind that you have to read the task whenever you start reading. So your job is to read the task. Our task says one word and or a number, meaning you might have the answer as a word. The answer might also be a number. Okay, one. Sometimes you're gonna get like the task which says two words or no more than two words tasks. Here we have one word or one number. So New Zealand's kākāpõ, this is our title, and this is also helpful because some passages have like multiple things going on in the story. So our job is New Zealand's kākāpõ to keep it in mind. So we're looking for the answers about this kākāpõ bird and a type of a parrot. It means you're going to discuss which was discussed here in the passage, and everything about the type of parrot we're going to look for. So a type of a parrot is going to be our first goal. The second goal is arrival of Polynesian settlers. So the passage also has this info and arrival of European colonizers protecting kākāpõ. So these titles, headings, they're also very helpful whenever you complete IELTS reading section tasks. So a type of a parrot, diet consists of fern fronds, various parts of a tree. So whenever you complete sentence completion tasks, try to underline keywords. So our keyword here, diet, consists of fern fronds. It's also our keyword. Parts of a tree, various parts of a tree. So tree, fern fronds, and diet, three keywords. And as we're talking about type of parrots are discussed in the beginning of the kākāpõ. Please watch the previous video because we've started reading, and earlier I mentioned whenever you have a reading section, try to write a little summary of each paragraph. For example, when we were reading in the previous video, we discussed that. So I highly recommend writing down over here in these like spaces what these paragraphs are about. So the types of parrots are here. So as we earlier mentioned, so our job is to find out the diet. So as you can see, we already see fern fronds and trees here, bark of trees as well as bulbs, and diet is here. It's also here, as you can see. So diet consists of what does it consist of? Diet including the leaves, roots, and bark of trees as well as bulbs and fern fronds. So we have trees, we have fern fronds. So what is missing here? Bulbs. So the answer, number 7, is bulbs. One word, does it suit? Yes. This suits our requirement. One word. So bulbs. Don't forget to write down S ending, the plural form of the word bulb, because it's also important. Okay, you might want to keep the word as it is because it's very important. Whenever you write without S, a singular form, it's going to be a different word, so it might hurt your score. So please write down a plural form. Next, nests are created in where eggs are laid. Again, keywords. Please underline nests. Created also in a place. Yeah, we need a place. So where eggs are laid. Thanks. So again, type of parrot. The answer means over here. So the type of parrots are in the three paragraphs in the beginning. So we already see eggs here, as you can see. The 4 eggs are laid in soil, which is repeatedly turned over before or during incubation. So nests are created. Nests are, let's find out the word nests here, turned over during incubation. Yes, over here. The answer is right over here because we have eggs are laid here And the word by during necessary created, during incubation, that's a paraphrasing of the word necessary created. So the one for exile late in, yeah, we need a place. So in soil, this is the answer. So pretty easy, huh? Next, arrival of Polynesian settlers. The la 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 of the kākāpõ we used to make clothes. So keep in mind you're looking for arrival of Polynesian settlers paragraph. So Polynesian, it's our keyword. So here we see European and Polynesian settlers are here. So the answer might be over here in this paragraph number 4. So the la 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 of the kākāpõ we used to make clothes. Clothes our keyword. So let's find out the clothes. They eat feathers, so soft cloaks, cloak. These are our keywords, cloaks, clothes. So what is used? The kākāpõ were used to make clothes, so they ate its meat and used its feathers. Feathers, feathers. The feathers, the kind of fur of an animal, like of the parrot. So here we have a parrot's feather. So the feathers of the kākāpõ were used to make clothes. So yeah, that's how it's easy, isn't it? Thank you. Next one, arrival of European colonizers. So as we mentioned earlier, European is hidden here. Our job is to find out the answer from here, from this paragraph. So let's read the keywords. Were an animal which they introduced that ate the kākāpõ's food sources. Okay, so keywords are introduced, ate, because their actions, they're also important. The kākāpõ's food sources, introduced and ate. Okay, so let's find out. And were an animal, it's also pretty important. So let's find out. So the keyword food sources, let's find out the food sources introduced and ate. Okay, introduced species such as introduced, they're depleted the remaining forests of food. Food sources is a paraphrasing of the word forest. So food means like so much food. And ate, depleted the remaining. Yes, here we go. Forest clearance. A great deal of habitat was lost through forest clearance, and introduced species such as deer depleted the remaining forests of food. Other predators such as cats, stats, 2 more species of rat were also introduced. Yep, exactly. So, okay, so the answer is la 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 were an animal which they introduced. So food forest of food here, it's a keyword of food sources. Introduced is as it is, as you can see. So yeah, deer. The answer is going to be deer. Deer were animal. Okay. So yeah, does it make sense? Were deer, were animal, were an animal which they introduced. No. Thank you. Next, protecting kākāpõ. So Richard Henry, Rakiura, these are all the paragraphs we're looking for. So Rakiura is hidden over here and over there. Richard is also going to help us. Our job is to find out the Richard, a word, a person's name. Oh yeah, over here on top of it. Richard Henry is hidden over there, and let's find out now. A definite sighting of female kākāpõ on Rakiura Island was reported in the year la la la. So let's find out. So Richard is over there, and definite sighting of female kākāpõ. Female kākāpõ is our new keyword. Reported, female kākāpõ, and sighting. And definite, it's an adjective, and adjectives are also helpful, okay? So definite sighting, female kākāpõ, Rakiura Island, reported. And our job is to find the year. Boom. So our job is to find the year. So here we go. Definite is going to be here. So Unfortunately, I can't see anything over there. Indicated. Sometimes when you can't concentrate on a question, it's better to move on to the next question. So, for example, if it takes too much time to find out the answer of 11th question, you might want to jump into the 12th. This is how it's going to help you and saves time. So, but we're going to keep it. We're going to do this one. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I think I have found. I've catched the word, I've spotted the word female over here. So where still no females, in 77, a large population of males was spotted in Recura, a large island free from stoats, ferals, and weasels. There were about 200 individuals, and in 1980, it was confirmed females were also present. So we have 77 and 80. So the answer is hidden over there. A definite sighting of female kākāpõ on Recura Island was reported in the year la la la. Confirmed females were also present. Yes, a definite sighting. A definite sighting means we're also present. And of female kākāpõ, females. So females is it's not a paraphrasing, it's the exact word of a female kākāpõ. And a definite sighting, as I mentioned, adjectives are very important. So this gives us the clear vibes of the word were also present, which means they could you could face these female kākāpõs. And so the answer is in 1980. So yeah, that's how you can make it. So as I mentioned earlier, these keywords are also important. If you're gonna miss them, it's going to be way more harder to find out the answer. So please try to find the keywords even if you don't have the question here. These sentences are just for you to help. So that's all. Next, the recovery plan introduced an increase in 12. So the recovery plan. Our keyword here, the recovery plan. So included also and increase. So basically everything is a keyword here, huh? So recovery plan. So our job is to find out the word recovery plan. And I've noticed that over here when I was looking for the answer of 11th question, this question, and now recovery plan is here. A new recovery plan was launched together. So our job is to find out the word included and increase. Was launched together with a specialist advisory group called kākāpõ Scientific and Technical Advisory Committee and a higher amount of funding. So in 1996, new recovery plan was launched. So, and together with a specialist advisory group called the kākāpõ Scientific and Technical Advisory Committee and a higher amount of funding. So higher amount, it's a keyword of the word increase. So here we go. So does it match? Yes, definitely. Definitely definitely does, and included. And yes, it's, of course, there is no like direct word which means included, and the was launched and with a specialist advisory group, it's included. Okay, so funding, our word is funding. The recovery plan included an increase in funding because a higher amount, it's an increase. Thanks. Next, the last question of sentence completion task. A current goal of the recovery plan is to maintain the involvement of la 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 in kākāpõ protection. Protection. As I earlier mentioned, whenever you read a reading passage, please try to keep in mind to write down in the space, you have a spare space, to write down the little summary of the paragraph. So because it helps you to complete the tasks faster. So earlier when I read this passage, I've noticed that this one is about protecting also these things. They're all starting from this point. No. Even starting from this point, they're all about protecting kākāpõ, the bird, and a current goal was over here in the last paragraph. So that's why we're going to look for the answer from this point. A current goal of the recovery plan, keyword goal, a current goal. Adjectives are very important, don't worry. Please try to keep in mind. A current goal is a keyword, the recovery plan is a keyword. To maintain is also an action. Actions are like adverbs, time markers, adjectives, they're all keywords. The involvement of la 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 in kākāpõ protection. So protection, let's find out the answer. The goals are here. So here we go. You see the word. Its key goals are. So the answer is going to be here. Our job is to find out from this point. And let's find out. To maintain the involvement. Maintain here, ensure. Ensure, continue to be fully engaged. Involvement is this one. Ensure stakeholders continue to be fully engaged. That means the word involvement. Engaged, to be fully engaged. So keywords, huh? Very easy. So, and involvement of what? Of who? To be sure, stakeholders. Involvement of stakeholders. The answer is 13th answer. A current goal of the recovery plan is to maintain the involvement of stakeholders. Does it make sense? Yes, it does. Thanks. So this is how you do it. The most important thing whenever you do sentence completion task, whatever task you're completing on IELTS, try to keep in mind that you need to read the task first. Always. Please try to read the task whenever you do a reading section because it's very helpful. And when they say one word, you must write one word. No two words, no three. One word or and a number. Sometimes and or a number. So that's your key point. And please try to highlight the keywords. It's very, very important because they keep you focused, concentrated, what you're looking for. And the keywords might be the actions, adjectives, adverbs, time markers, and the names of places, names of people, like in this point. So yeah, hopefully you find this video very helpful. So follow for more of such breakdown videos. I'm gonna keep you posted. I'm gonna break down other reading sections. Absolutely. This is just the first test of the latest Cambridge 20 test book, and the next video is going to be reading passage 2 to Britain, and the task is, yay, here, yeah. You're going to identify which section contains this following information with me next week. So hopefully, and so yeah, follow, please hit the like button if you like the video, if you have found this information very useful and game-changing. So I wish you all the best, and please try to comment on this video because it helps me to get motivated to keep posting, and it's going to be so sweet as well. So please try to hit the like button and comment, and feel free to ask any questions. I'm going to be very pleased to answer your questions. I'm ready to help. So yeah, hit the like button and follow for more. And I'm an IELTS tutor. If you want to join my class, it's one-to-one class. I I give private lessons. So if you want to join my classes, you may want to text me on this Telegram link down below. So I hope you're going to have fun with IELTS, and good luck on your exam. Thank you for watching. See you next video. Bye bye.